My name is Lawanda Baker, and I get the pure pleasure of doing this call with our host this evening every single Friday night. This is an opportunity call where you get a chance to share your business and we share it on your behalf. Now, listen, I'm going to move myself out of the way because I am not alone this evening. I am with the four-time reign MVP of our company and reigning team player. Also, he is one of our top producers, ladies and gentlemen, a millionaire in the company who's produced a millionaire and a host of high six-figure income earners. He is absolutely a king and queen maker. He's a leader of over 43,000 families out of 125,000 in our organization. Not only is he a veteran of this industry, but of the United States Army. So we bring him a big salute as he comes to the line. Mr. Orlando Moore, six-star director, are you there? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Absolutely, Director Baker. From here, ma'am, can you hear me okay and see me okay?
I can, sir. Go ahead, take it away.
Well, Lawanda, thank you for that gracious introduction. I appreciate you for your servant leadership, welcoming all of our team of champions to our Freedom Friday Opportunity Zoom. To all the guests who have tuned in, you are definitely in for a treat. And Lawanda, you said nothing about yourself during that introduction, but I do want the listeners to know that you too are one of the top leaders here at Planet Marketing. What's most impressive to me, you've achieved directorship part time. You still have a full time demanding job, a host of other responsibilities that you're taking care of, but yet on a part time basis, you've helped well over 100 plus families position themselves on the money making side of this $9 trillion industry we're going to talk about tonight, and also have access to multiple streams of income with Planet Marketing. How you doing tonight, Director Baker?
I am doing wonderful. I'm excited because all roads lead to Atlanta, and I get a chance to be in the house this weekend. So I'm very excited.
Oh, we in the building. You better believe it. We in the building. And if you are out there with us tonight, and you're going to be in Atlanta on tomorrow, or you're already in Atlanta, and you're going to be here for our summit, leadership summit tomorrow, drop some flames in the chat. Go ahead and drop some flames in the chat if you're already in the ATL or you're going to be joining us tomorrow. Now, I'm going to put it out there, Director Baker, and this is not coaching, but I got to mention this. If you live in Atlanta and you're not at the summit, unless you're in the hospital, and you just absolutely can't be at the summit, shame on you. Shame on you. And the reason I say that, because we have champions who have flown all the way from the United Kingdom, all the way from Ireland. We got people from the Ukraine. They have flown to be here. And we right here and couldn't make it. Again, some people don't take their business that serious, but I want to encourage you tonight. If you are in anywhere when we have events like this, you got to be in the building. Director Baker, would you agree with that before we actually kick this thing off?
Absolutely never miss an opportunity that you are qualified to attend. That's the way I was brought up in this industry, Mr. Moore.
Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to be before you long, but we're going to be strong with this content that we share on this evening. And Director Baker, thank you for flowing with me on tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk to you very briefly about Planet Marketing. Now, Planet Marketing, we call it the best place on the planet because here at Planet Marketing, we afford you the opportunity to tap into three freedoms: financial freedom, personal freedom, time freedom. And if you had all three of those freedoms, we consider that your ideal life. Director Baker, tell them how they can design their ideal life here at Planet Marketing.
Oh, it's an amazing opportunity, Mr. Moore, to earn more, travel more, experience more. And we get a chance to do that by sharing with them how to build a strong network because we all have one, Mr. Moore. And when you monetize that network and tap into it, that's when it becomes really that you're empowering yourself and others. We're going to show you how to benefit from e-commerce because every business these days has a footprint online. That's just the way business operates today. And of course, we operate that way as well. And we're definitely going to tell them how to become that coveted travel business professional, Mr. Moore, that everybody loves to say that they are.
Absolutely. And again, who are we? Who are these people that's afforded me this opportunity? We are Planet Marketing. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman on the right hand side of the screen, Mr. Donald Bradley, he's our CEO. He's the founder of Planet Marketing, and he's the visionary. And visionaries see things far before they happen. Now, he had a vision to create a vehicle where the average person would have the ability to earn above average income. I always clarify that We're not saying average as in mediocre. We're saying average as in that person like Orlando Moore, who had never owned a business before. The average person might be that blue collar worker, white collar worker, saying, I need some supplemental income. That's the person we're talking about. And he knew he could not carry out the vision alone. So he brought aboard Mr. Andy Cawthon, who's our president of Planet Marketing, a gentleman who came out of retirement. There's some companies that can't afford him, but we've got him. Ms. Leanne Treckler, Mr. Bradley brought her aboard as well, and she's our chief operating officer. She'll make sure our I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and you have a business that's legal and compliant, which is the most important part about business, legal and compliant, and operating in 20 plus different countries and territories around the world. And Planet Marketing is located right downtown in the financial district off of Peachtree Street. In fact, I'm right down the street from the corporate office here. It's an online business provider. And again, based in Atlanta, Georgia. But can I tell you that over the last 9 years, Planet Marketing has paid out over 283 million. I'm pausing intentionally. To individuals like myself, like the person that invited you on tonight, and like Director Baker. And got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this type of income didn't even exist 9 years previously. And we did this before you got here. But Director Baker, share with them our product and the exclusive partnership that we have.
Absolutely. Planet Marketing is the best of the best. So, of course, we're not going to partner with anyone less. IntelliTravel is our vehicle where we actually book travel. Now, we are accredited, A+ rated in the Better Business Bureau, the leading innovator of travel for over the last 30 plus years. We like to call ourselves the Coca-Cola of the industry because we originated the home-based travel business model. This gentleman that you see here on the screen, Mr. James Ferrara, did that. He is our IntelliTravel CEO. And he said, listen, if you know how to travel, if you use this product, why not be able to own a piece of it? So he made sure that we could do that. Now we have this business model that is based in Delray Beach, Florida, and we have an exclusive partnership with Planet Marketing. We also have industry awards and recognitions just to give you a little bit of an idea of the documentation that we have inside of this industry. The Magellan Award is something that's like the Emmys and the Oscars of travel, and we've won it consecutively several years in a row. But Mr. Moore, here's what I love about it. Anyone can own an IntelliTravel business, but you have to purchase it from a Planet Marketing representative. So we are letting you know something. There are two businesses here, and you get a chance to play in two pots of money. And speaking of money, Mr. Moore, travel bookings to date, $4.5 billion. And I really want the guests and the business partners to take note of that income, Mr. Moore, because when you learn that there is a commission based in each one of those bookings that you do, all of that travel booking has a commission attached. It is a game changer, Mr. Moore.
Absolutely. And I got to be transparent, ladies and gentlemen, because of this exclusive partnership. When we made the partnership, IntelliTravel had about 400 agents on the books. But
Mm.
because of this partnership, there's over 125,000 of us now. And Director Baker, as you mentioned, there's a commission already built inside. And so, ladies and gentlemen, imagine we help you extract 70 to 80% of the commission and bring it into your household. Yeah, you heard me correctly. But not just as a travel advisor, but as a travel business owner. Tonight, we're talking about entrepreneurship, full-fledged at-home agency. You have to go out there and broker none of the deals. You have to create the website. Auto Director Baker is a graphic designer in her career field, her background. We partner with every major supplier. Payment gateway system, you have to chase people down for your money. Customer management software, yep, the technology. You ain't got to write the codes and all none of that. We got all that done for you. And what do you have access to? Group trips, individual trips, church retreats, you name it. And Director Baker, you know what I love most? It's turnkey. It's up and running immediately. That's right, tonight, 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how fast you type. You're gonna have access to customer service and support, on-demand agent training modules at your pace, access to those big boys I talked about, the major suppliers. You like Delta? Fly Delta. You like American? Fly American. You want to stay at the Hilton? Stay at the Hilton. You want to stay at the Marriott properties, Ritz-Carlton, you name it, you got access. Sales and marketing material. So again, you don't have to go out there and create any other things. And what do you have access to? I need everybody to type in the chat in capital letters everything. Just type the word everything because that's a big deal. Because Director Baker, some people think I'm limited to hotels or I can only book cruises. No, any form of travel to include specialty travel, sporting events, concerts, plays, the Super Bowl that's taking place Sunday. We got access to those tickets too. And we give you your very own website that you get to personalize. Director Baker, tell them why traveling, why now.
Oh my goodness, why not? That's what I always say, Mr. Moore. But I have to say and be honest, when we're growing up, most of us don't say, I want to be a travel agent, right? But when you become intelligent inside of the entrepreneurial space, you'll understand that it's just a no-brainer. It is an $8 trillion industry, ladies and gentlemen, estimated to be 15 trillion in the next 10 years. And it's the number one research category online. That means that everyone wants to travel. And if they're not traveling, it's usually because they don't have those three freedoms that Mr. Moore introduced at the beginning. But for those of us who do have those freedoms, our millennials are spending $200 billion a year inside of this space. If you're a millennial on the line, go ahead and put lit because we know you are. We see you out there in Bali on the swings and doing all of that. You're not just going to grandma's house anymore. That's because probably our baby boomers told you at some point, baby, you can have the world. They said, okay, we're going to go out there and have it. Now, our baby boomers have been fueling the growth of the industry as well because they have retired. And all of my boomers out there on the line, go ahead and put boom. What's the one thing you want to do once you've done those 40 years in corporate America? You want to travel. Our Generation Z says, well, we're not going to wait to do all of that. We're going to do it all at the same time. We call them our digital generation jet setters, Mr. Moore. They know how to turn up a business trip on the front end and the back end. So if everyone that you know is traveling, why not get paid on what you and everyone else is doing anyway? Somebody go ahead and put anyway in the chat.
And that's a no-brainer, as you mentioned earlier. And I know some of the guests out there saying, okay, I get it. Two debt-free companies, I get to earn commissions. What does that look like? How much can I earn? This is an example of a frequent business traveler. And how many of you know some frequent business travelers? Travel nurses, AAU sports, dance competition, competitive dancers, right? Doctors, lawyers. How about the praise and worship team, church group? Okay. Frequent business traveler, 3-night hotel stay booked through your portal. Now you putting on a headset. They went to your website. In fact, let's say you were asleep when this happened, but yet you woke up to an email notification that you had $151.20 in commission coming to you for something they did while you were asleep. I call it pillow money. Now, what bill would that take off the table? Okay, somebody said that might help with lunch. All right, 5-day golf trip, Scottsdale, Arizona. One of the best golf courses in the world. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to. You called in the range for tea time. You had to go to Phoenix. You had to be in the desert. But yet, $274.86 is your commission. They had a great time on the greens. You had some green in your pocket. What bill would that help take off the table? 7-day honeymoon. Anybody know somebody getting married? I learned the other day, Director Baker, they have divorce trips too, right? So listen, whatever it is, honeymoon, lemon moon, whatever it is, all inclusive resort, Cancun, complete with butler service, $561.79 is your commission. For a honeymoon, they were gonna take. Oh yeah, absolutely. I heard you. Somebody asked, what if that was my own honeymoon? Yep, yours too. See, the commissions are built in anyway. It could be your trips. It could be your getaways. It could be your family reunion. 20 cabins, double occupancy. Talking 40 people. And if you're like me, I got 40 first cousins at least. So in other words, you can fill a trip up like this. $2,240.17 is your commission. Now, if you like my family, everybody ain't gonna always agree. I don't want to stay with so and so. I don't want to stay with cousin the millennials. They gonna want bad and bougie on the front of the t-shirt, and the baby boomers gonna want scriptures on the back. So you let them decide that. But a commission with a comma check. And Director Baker, we have fun earning and learning at the same time. Share with them what our education looks like.
Oh, Mr. Moore, that's the best part. I think I've said this on every slide though, but this is really the best part. You get a chance to have fun while you're learning and earning at the same time. Now, what that looks like is if you've ever had a job and you've had on the job training, you know they were paying you for a job you didn't know how to work just yet, right? But while you were working, they continued to pay you. With us here, it's the same principle, which means you don't have to come in with a degree or a scholarship in travel in order to book and earn income. However, we do promote you being educated inside of the industry, and we allow you to do that through your very own back office at your own pace. All of the training that you need. Some of our events are live, like Dreammaker, Vacation Builder, Travel Genius, and you get a chance to earn at executive rates, right? We also get a chance to earn through our IntelliTrips. Here is a trip that we had a chance to see come through Negril, Jamaica, 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive, adults only, and our cost $499. That's it. And you get a wellness travel certification. But that's our travel cost, Mr. Moore. That's not a cheap trip. That is our educational cost. Here's another one, IntelliTravel, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, 4 days, 3 nights, 5-star, all inclusive. And you get your luxury travel advisor certification, all for the educational cost of $720 per person. You, again, cannot take these trips if you're not a travel business owner. So I want to be responsible with that message. But once you come inside, this is some of the training and access that you will be able to have inside of your very own business, Mr. Moore.
And Director Baker, as if that wasn't enough, two debt-free companies earning commissions for traveling on a book anyway, saving money on travel through our educational programs, but to give us guarantees, not one, not two, but three guarantees. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, these guarantees are in writing. Best travel price guarantee simply states somebody has booked with you. They're not shopping around comparing prices. It's all internet pricing, right? Once they have booked with you, locked it in. If they find a better price after booking with you, IntelliTravel says, time out, no worries. Send us what they found. Let us compare the itinerary, apples to apples, oranges to oranges. If we can't meet or beat that price, we'll pay your client 110% of the difference in a credit towards their next booking, the next time they book with you. The second guarantee, 100%, not 50%, not prorated, 100% money back guarantee. We give you 30 days to test drive the business. Check it out from the inside, not the outside. Don't window shop. If you're not satisfied and or don't see the value in what we have to offer you, we're going to refund you your money back. You simply send us an email. You don't even have to call us. Just send us an email and we're going to refund you your money the exact same way you paid it to us. But this last guarantee is what sealed the deal for me. A unique profit guarantee. I've never heard those three words together in my life, especially in business. What does that look like? After your 30 days, we give you another 11 months. Your first 12 months total, if you have not earned or saved what it costs you to do business with us after following our proven success system, we feel as though we failed you. IntelliTravel will cut your check for the difference and make you whole. But watch this, still allow you to keep your business. Can y'all put these two words in the chat for me? Game over. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you lose with that? Now we could put a period right there and y'all be ready to get started. But for right now, we're gonna put a comma. We're gonna pause because you gotta hear about Planet Marketing's compensation plan. Where now when you pay it forward, because you just saw tremendous value, you just realize, okay, if nothing else, I'll be my best customer. Director Baker, share with them tonight Planet Marketing's very aggressive and very generous compensation plan with our upfront money that's paid out every single week as often as we help people.
Absolutely, Mr. Moore. Aggressive, generous, and simple. You see, every time you share this opportunity with someone, our company is going to pay you a $50 direct sale. That's how you empower yourself, right? But you just empowered someone else by giving them the opportunity to do the exact same thing. And when they do that same thing, The company's going to give them that $50, but also match what they do at 50% and give it back to you. Now, the beauty in this is you can do it as many times as you want to or not, but every time you do it, you're going to get paid upfront money weekly. There are direct matches sales. We also have a $10 team bonus that I'm going to tell you about here inside of our Planet Marketing Builder program. You see, as we grow through the business, we're going to celebrate you as a bronze builder. If you're a bronze builder out there, go ahead and drop 3 in the chat. When you help 3 people, we celebrate you that way. Help 6, we celebrate you as silver. Go ahead and drop that 6 in the chat if you are silver. And of course, the top of the builders program, Go Builder. Y'all go ahead and drop that 9 if you're gold. And I know you're smiling because now you're going to receive that $10 team bonus that I just told you about. So now instead of earning $50, you're going to earn 60 when you help one person. Instead of earning 25, you're going to earn 35 when you get that match. You're also going to get a 10% match on personal ITA travel commissions. Now, this is really amazing because we talked about empowering ourselves and others. So all of you are making money together. You're earning that 70 to 80% commission, right? But our company says because you helped 9 people get started, they're going to match those commissions at 10% and give them back to you. So that means, let's just say that your organization books $3,000 in travel, you get $300 for travel you didn't even book, Mr. Moore. Now, you're also going to get a 10% match on personal reps matrix commission. And this is the supercharged power inside of this opportunity that creates that residual income piece, Mr. Moore.
Eighth wonder of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, residual income. First of all, this is a position of equity that we grant you automatically. You don't have to request it. You don't have to apply for it. Just by you getting started tonight, partnering with the person that invited you, we're going to position you to earn residual income. Now, I got a trick question for you. And if this is you, type me in the chat. Do you have residual bills? Put me in the chat if you do. Yeah, that should be everybody. Now, why do I make that point? Doesn't it make sense to have residual income if we have residual bills come every month? We need income coming every month as well. See, we have residual outcome, but most people don't have residual income. Here at Planet Marketing, it only takes 2 people to unlock the first 2 of the 9 levels inside of your matrix. After your first 2 people, 1 person per level will unlock each remaining level. With 9 people total, you've unlocked all 9 levels. Now, there's $4 attached to every single person on every single level. You can only have 3 people on your first level, and each level automatically multiplies by increments of 3. So what does that mean? It's nothing you have to do. Just by getting started, being in position, let this matrix work on your behalf. It's like a revenue sharing pool. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the bottom line up front. The matrix holds $118,092 of residual income that's going to be paid out by the 10th of every single month once it fills completely. And guess what? We don't make you wait. We actually pay you in the process of your matrix filling up. And I got to reiterate, those goal builders, you get all of your residual, but you also qualify for that 10% match for every single person that you've brought into the business that's earning residual income as a Planet Marketing representative. Director Baker, the last point about the goal builder position, it's the gateway to directorship. Talk about our directors program real quick, if you don't mind.
Yes, this is our Planet Marketing Director program. Absolutely phenomenal. And Mr. Bradley designed this because he said he wanted to reward people for what he wants repeated, which is earning income. This program actually allows you to benefit in many, many ways. First of all, once you get 100 people, and that's not 100 people all by yourself, that is 100 people attached to you. That's 10 helping 10 or 20 helping 5, however it works out 100 people in your organization balanced, and you're going to receive that star. That star on your jacket, Mr. Moore, that blue jacket and lapel, we really celebrate our one-star directors. But here's the celebration that I love. It's that monthly residual, that monthly bonus that comes in. So you're going to get $500 for just having those 100 people attached to you. And that's powerful. $500 has been said that you could save people from bankruptcy with just an additional $500 inside of your income. Now, that $20 that you see there is an upgrade to that $10 you earn from Gold Builder, right? So you see, you get a chance to stack 20 on top of that 50 for just helping one person as a one-star director. So now you earn $70. As you can see, as a two-star director, you stack 30 on top of that 50. 3-star, 40 on top of it, 4-star, 50. We do this all the way down to 5-star, where you stack $60 on top of that 50 for just helping one person get started. That's $110 for empowering one person to have their own travel business. And as you can see, the monthly bonus grows as well. Now, here's the beauty of that one-star director, Mr. Moore. Mr. Bradley says that once you achieve that level, you're guaranteed a check with a comma in it, at least $1,000 per month. And he says, even if for some reason, with all of the other streams of income we've talked about, you don't make that $1,000, he's going to write a check to make up the difference. Nowhere else but Planet Marketing. Now, as you can see, we have stars all the way down from 1 to 10. Mr. Moore is one of our 6-star directors. But guess what? We don't have any 7, 8, or 9, or 10-star directors yet. Now, we always tell you this because we want to let you know you're seeing this at the right time, at the right moment. We have not exhausted our program, and you have the opportunity to earn one of those stars, Mr. Moore.
That's when the opportunity is greatest. And again, that's a big deal. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brad also introduced the Presidential Ring and Rolex program. The Sapphire Ring signifies earnings of 100,000 residually. If you're a Sapphire Ring wearer on the Zoom tonight, put 100K in the chat for me. $sign 100K. Ladies and gentlemen, we have people who have done that part-time. And if you're doing it part-time, put part-time by your 100K. And again, to the guests, this is real. None of us are hired actors or actresses. Everything we're sharing with you is real. We're no different than you. We just simply saw this before you did. The Ruby Ring signifies earnings of $250,000. If you're a Ruby Ring wearer, put $sign 250K and part-time if you did it part-time. The Diamond Ring, $500,000. Put $sign 500K. Now, ain't nobody part-time 500K. By that time, you go up full-time because it's costing you to go to work if you're still working. But the double diamond ring, $1 million. I'm honored to be one of the first millionaires, but more rewarding for me. Not just helping somebody else earn $1 million, but I've helped people earn every ring on the screen that you're looking at tonight. At 5-star, Mr. Bradley awards a diamond encrusted Rolex watch. Not only do I have that watch, but there are a number of people in my organization who have earned that watch as well. And this is our income disclosure statement from 2024. So the person that's out there that might be a little bit skeptical, it's okay. Y'all put it's okay in the chat. Type it's okay. You know why it's okay? Because there are things out there that's not legit. And we understand that. So it's okay to be skeptical, but that's not this. So you don't have to be skeptical about this because we have documentation. And documentation beats conversation every single day. These are not numbers that we fabricated. These are numbers we report to the IRS, the governmental system here in the US. And so you get a 1099 at the end of the year as an independent marketing representative. And Director Baker, what speaks to the heart of our founder, Mr. Bradley, is the Planet Marketing Pledge. And ladies and gentlemen, very briefly, I want you to think about this for 1 second. Imagine, if you will, whatever income you're earning right now, whatever streams you're earning from your job, from investments, whatever it might be, I want you to imagine all of your income growing flat out of control. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it to stop it, not even the grave. That's the Planet Marketing Pledge. Mr. Bradley says, as a Planet Marketing Director, mind you, again, that's just 9 people minimum that you brought to the table, personally enrolled, that grew to 100 collectively with our help. He said, I want you to feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, not if, but whenever you transition, the plant business you built will outlast you. That's called a legacy. Your family will still receive your plant and marketing weekly commissions, direct to pay, direct to bonuses, and all monthly residual income. Mr. Bradley did not have to do that. He could have easily brought that money back into his household, back into the company. But he said, I want to do my part to make sure every single person in our company that helps at least 9 people that grow to 100, you got a legacy business. Director Baker, talk about the turnkey business part.
We are a turnkey business, Mr. Moore, just like IntelliTravel, which means we have all the valuable tools and a system of support. I always like to say that the biggest system of support is that person that invited you here today. They're going to take you by the hand and show you how to use the tools. They're going to guide you to the training, and they're definitely going to take you to all of the events. We have live events, events online. We're actually about to do a live event tomorrow. But the biggest event of the year is always our convention. And that's coming up this year. We are going to be in Orlando, Florida at the World Marriott, the largest Marriott in the world, for our 2025 Planet Marketing Diamond International Convention. I can hardly wait because our keynote speaker is going to be Mr. John C. Maxwell. And ladies and gentlemen, when you get started, the very next move is to go ahead and register for that convention. And how do we get started, Mr. Moore? Price is what you pay, value is what you get. You're going to invest to create a second source of income. $199 one time, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. $59 a month. Now, I know you see several prices up here, but that $179.95 is what affords you the IntelliTravel opportunity. That affords everything that we've talked about and then some. That $19.95 secures your spot in that money-making matrix. Together, that's the $199.90 that you'll pay one time and never again. That $59.90 is comprised of $39.95 monthly for your IntelliTravel business. That's going to give you all the support, the tools, the training, the access that you need. And then that $19.95 continues to secure your spot in that matrix. Together, that's $59.90 monthly. Mr. Moore, $2 a day is what that breaks down to. You can barely get a soda for $2 anymore. So I'm really, really excited, and I know that you are as well. So tell them how they can make a decision and what they need to do to get started, Mr. Moore.
Well, honestly, Lawanda, I think everybody already made a decision. It's really just a discussion as to what they want to call their business. But we know there's usually 3 types of people. A number one says, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. I see how 25 has already started out. There's a lot of unexpected things that happened in California. There's some things that happened with plane crashes, God forbid. There were some people who didn't think that life was going to happen like it did, but we're less than 2 months into 25. And because I want to make sure I'm securing something for my family, just in case, I want to make sure that I have a legacy business now that I realize for less than the cost of my smartphone, by helping 9 people that grow to 100, whenever that happens, I can have a legacy. That alone is worth me getting started. So I'm ready to go. A number two says, I love everything as well. And everything you said, Mr. Moore, does make sense. But I got a couple questions. We'll get your questions answered tonight. Don't leave with questions and ask somebody who wasn't here what they thought about what they didn't see. Let us get your questions answered. Number three says, I do love everything. And you're right, Mr. Moore. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know what next month holds. But at this point of my life, I just can't put anything else on my plate. We respect that. And we thank you for at least taking the time to get the information because the person that invited you, that's all they wanted you to do. At least know, because we understand that knowing is part of the battle. Not half of it, but it's part of it. And my mother said it like this: when you know better, you should do better. And now that you know, you can buy your future travel from yourself, exercise your entrepreneur rights, and have access to the entire world of travel as a merchant, not a consumer, and tap into multiple streams of income by simply helping people that we help you help, it's okay. You don't have to go into the witness protection program. Don't hide from your friend. Don't break up with your cousins. They just want you to get the information. And we understand that sometimes your friends and family just have to be your friends and family, not your business partners. But we ask you to patronize the person that invited you and let them earn the commissions for travel you're going to book, since right now it doesn't make sense for you to pay yourself for travel you're going to book. Towards the journey of success, ladies and gentlemen, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. But you know what the majority of people do? They look at the 1,000 miles as opposed to the one step. And y'all made a step by showing up tonight. So can we all drop some flames in the chat for the guests who have showed up tonight? Drop some flames in the chat for the guests. Thank you to the guests. We appreciate you and your time. We don't take it for granted. We value you. So thank you for spending time with us on this Friday evening where you could have been doing anything else. But tonight you got empowered with some information. So again, don't make $1 million decisions. It's 200 bucks. But I'm evidence that $200 could yield you $1 million. So whatever it might be for you, an extra 500 a month, extra 1,000 a month, extra 100,000 a month, we can address all of that because we got people earning that type of income.